Yeah, no, far too much green going on already. Far too much Christmas. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time to my channel, I am so sorry that I look like this. I make a lot of special effects tutorials, mostly around Halloween time, some beauty tutorials, and a little bit of DIY in between. For today's video, if you couldn't tell by how extraterrestrial-like I look, I almost can't look at myself in the viewfinder. This looks so weird to do an introduction for. Today's video is all about Jeffree Star's holiday launch, his alien launch. No, not my real hair, and no, not the usual makeup I wear on my face. If you guys do want to see all this being done, for whatever reason, I will be putting it in after all of this, but let's get started, shall we? So to start out, I'm going to be getting into each specific product, like the palette, the lip balm, the velour liquid lipsticks, and the lip scrubs. Starting off, the thing that everybody really wants to know about, the Alien palette. This guy, oh my god. So it comes in this it comes in this unicorn right here, and it's just very, very Galaxy-esque. And then it has the normal Jeffree Star logo on it, and then just says Alien in like really cool letters. You open it up, and although the package is square, the palette is not. This is literally the coolest palette I've probably ever seen to do with like the actual packaging of it. It is kind of pretty thick actually for a palette, but then you just open it up and it is magnetized. You don't have to worry about it like opening up in like any drawers or anything like that. Then you just open it, and not only do you get a bunch of beautiful shades, and excuse my fingerprints, but you also get a mirror. I have greasy little fingerprints. Alright, so for this palette, it just says online, "Greetings Earthlings, say hello to the Alien palette. Filled with 18 unique out-of-this-world shades, packaged in a sturdy, faux leather alien head with 3D eyes. You'll love playing with these super blendable cool tones in our silky, metallic, and pure matte formulas. And it is both vegan and cruelty-free, just like everything else on the site. Although this palette is currently sold out, it does retail for $52. Now I'm going to do my best to correctly describe these colors. So you have Pluto, which is like an off-white cream that has a little bit of shimmer to it. It's almost like a satin finish. You have Titan, which is a very cream shade. It is a matte. You have Alien, which as the name would probably suggest, is going to be a extremely green and very shimmery green. Then we have Instyler, which I would probably consider to be almost like a grayish, maybe like a taupe, with quite a bit of shimmer as well. It's got a satin feel to it, but I do see some glitters in there. You've got Abduction, which is a pretty neon green, I would say. Almost like a mixture of like a yellow green, which basically just screams neon green anyways. You have UFO, which is a gold with green undertones. Gravity, like sipping some tea. I would say that's a light brown. Martian Soil, which is probably like a mustard. Flying Saucer, which is a incredible teal. Phone Home, which I would say is like a taupey purple. Moonwalk is like, I don't even know how to define Moonwalk. Duochromatic with a green gold flip, plus tons of shimmer. X-Files as a matte cool brown. Ghost OG as a very dark green, like almost like a really dark army green. Area 51 as a bright ass deep purple. Space Cowboy, a red toned brown with red glitter specks in it. Probe is absolutely amazing. I can't get over it. Basically a brown base with a lot of teal duochromatic finish to it. Tall Gray, which is just a plain and simple gray. And Black Hole, which again, as the name suggests, would be black. So first of all, getting into the velour liquid lipsticks, I'm starting off with Can't Relate, which is a pale warm nude. This pale warm nude will be your new go-to for the holiday season. This color I would consider to be maybe a little bit off my lip color, like my actual lip color, obviously not what's going on here, but definitely one of my favorites. Next up is Jeffree, which is described as a rosy pink. We love this shade for every day. Such a gorgeous rosy pink. Next up is Scandal, which is described as a mauvey rose moment with the perfect amount of sparkle. Next up is Triggered. This blackened plum will have you shook. Allow the color to dry to reveal a stunning glitter reflect. Next up is You're Still in the Property. Damn. Be bold this winter in this deep navy blue metallic. Next up is Karma. This khaki green is a little weird and bold, which is exactly why we love it. Next is Hi, how are ya? And lastly, for the velour liquid lipsticks is Clout, which is described as, we encourage you to get creative in this blinding metallic lavender. This shade is gorgeous on the lips as well as on the eyes. Now getting into the lip ammo. First one is Beam Me Up, a multi-dimensional bronze with a gold, green, and pink shift. Alien Tears, a satin glitter formula that can be worn alone or as a lipstick topper to add a pop of glow. It's a gorgeous pink pearl glitter shade with a clear base that is so universally flattering. Galaxy Gold. This unique metallic gold is a must-have in any artist's collection. And lastly for the lip ammos. You have Area 51, a full metallic glitter green that packs a punch. And last part of this collection that I purchased were the lip scrubs. Extremely yummy, edible, vegan, and cruelty free. So we put out a pumpkin pie one. A French toast. And a salted caramel. An eggnog. So getting into the price points, as I had mentioned with the palette, it does retail for $52 USD. Each of the velour liquid lipsticks retail for $18 USD. The lip ammo also retails for $18 USD. And lastly, the lip scrubs are $12 USD. As for my final thoughts and opinions on this collection, the palette itself is phenomenal. I absolutely love the component that it comes with. He always goes way above and beyond what he would ever need to even to sell the palette, but he really puts his all into all of these, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's also a mirror in it is phenomenal. Again, it's obviously really good quality. It's probably one of my favorite palettes from him. The only one I don't have specifically from him is the Blood Sugar palette. These shades in here are amazing, no doubt. I would have liked to have a red somewhere in here because, of course, yes, it is an alien collection, but it's also a holiday launch. So I always want to have like a red and a green in a holiday launch because I find that red and green kind of makes a holiday happen. I do love the color story in here. You have a numerous amount of neutrals, but also quite a few pops of colors, which I was really down for. And I do love the green tones, especially with blue eyes. It just makes blue eyes pop so well. And you also have some little like pops of even colors that aren't green. You have a lime green, you have a teal, a mustard shade, which I am all about the mustards. You have a purple, you have quite a few duochromatic shades in here as well. And you have a black, which not a lot of palettes have an actual black, but this is an actual full-on black. And a gray, and I love grays as well. Anything cool tone is pretty much my favorite. Getting into the lipsticks though, the velour liquid lipsticks specifically, I did want to kind of jot down a note that wasn't the best in my opinion, and that of course the packaging is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. With the glitter packaging that like obviously you can feel because it's completely smooth to the touch, but I wish maybe that he had done something differently with it because of how it makes the color inside of it look. So many of these colors, I look at them and I'm like, oh my god, they're beautiful. And they're beautiful outside when you actually put them on your lips or wherever you're putting them, but they are a difference in color between those two. I like being able to see through the acrylic component to actually see the color that it is. So I find that Karma definitely looks pretty much the same minus the actual sparkle of it. Clout looks generally the same as well. Can't Relate looks pretty much the same as it is in the component, but seeing as how that's only 3 of them, like getting into the ones that don't trigger doesn't look the same, Scandal doesn't look the same, You're Still in the Property doesn't look the same, and Jeffree Who don't look the same as through the way you can see them through the component. These are not the same colors that are actually in the bottle because of how the outside has made them look. Like I said, I do understand why it is the way it is, but that's just something to keep in mind that whatever you do buy, you may not get the color that it actually shows on the component. Although with the swatches online, it doesn't really matter anyways, but just something to take into consideration. Probably my 3 favorites out of the velour liquid lipsticks are You're Still on the Property, Karma, and Triggered. I've been looking for something like Karma for such a long time. Ever since Kat Von D came out with her Tank Girl, I've been looking for like an army green color. I do really like Clout, as you will be able to tell because I did use it on my lips today, which is a little bit hidden. I do like it, but I find that you have to put quite a few layers on to actually make it as opaque as it shows on the site. Hi, How Are You is pretty much the same as it is. It looks a little bit more pink in the component than it is as an actual lip color. As for the lip ammos, these are mostly going to be almost like a topper, just that. Or like I find Area 51 I thought would be kind of the same as Serpentina from Lime Crime, almost like a an extremely pigmented chapstick or lip balm. Galaxy Gold I thought would be kind of similar to Glint from Sugar Pill, but it's not very pigmented. Basically like an overly pigmented lip balm. However, with the ones that are actually advertised as toppers, I do really like Beam Me Up and Alien Tears. I like Beam Me Up just a little bit more. today's video, and I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a long one today, but I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.